Chapter 100. King Wu creates the states. By order of Jiang Ziya, Fei Lian and Alai were led out to have their heads cut off. Jiang Ziya re-entered the terrace of creation, knocked on his desk, and shouted, "Where is Bai Jian? Lead the souls of Fei Lian and Alai to the terrace." When the souls of Fei Lian and Alai came forward to kneel down, Jiang Ziya declared, "Fei Lian and Alai were bootlickers by birth. They cheated the king, causing him to lose his nation and his life. Though these crimes were their own, it had all been destined by fate. I now declare them the gods to dissolve frozen ice." Fei Lian and Alai kowtowed and left the terrace. After all the ceremonies were completed, Jiang Ziya led his ministers back to West Qi. The next morning King Wu appeared at a court conference. The atmosphere is always different when a virtuous ruler ascends the throne. Fragrant mist filled the air, and the sun shone brightly over all. Auspicious clouds floated above, and the tinkling of jade worn by the ministers was as sweet as music. The bells were rung 3 times, and the court conference began with cheers of, "Long live His Majesty." When King Wu had ascended the throne, his attendants asked, "Is there anyone who has something important to report? If not, the court conference shall be dismissed at once." Jiang Ziya immediately left his line, bowed, and reported, "By order of my master, your old minister has deified all the loyal ministers, brave generals, good fairies, and bad, who were killed in the war. They are to be worshipped by the people. They are to protect the nation and all its citizens and to regulate the wind and rain. They are authorized to bless the people, to do good deeds, and to punish the wicked. Peace shall reign forever in this world." Further, there are many nobles, generals, and Taoist disciples who bravely risked their lives in the war effort, some falling to the enemy's arrows. They have accomplished great deeds for the nation, and as the whole country is settling down now, we should bestow upon them honorable titles and land. In recognition of their efforts, let their descendants be eligible for inheritance forever. To strengthen the royal family, the royal sons and grandsons should also enjoy the same privileges, and the descendants of the 3 ancient emperors and 5 renowned emperors should be granted the same in recognition of their ancestors' good works. These important matters should all be settled as quickly as possible. I had been considering this for a long time, but we had to wait until the deification was finished. Now that you have returned, you may do things as you wish." King Wu replied. Before King Wu could finish speaking, Li Jing, Jingjia, Mujia, Nejia, Yangjian, Wei Hu, and Thunderbolt moved up and said, "We are not highly cultured, having come from the mountains and valleys. Following our master's orders, we left our mountain homes to help you put an end to the disturbances. Now that there is peace, we must all return to report to our masters. We cannot accept honor, riches, or high rank in this vulgar world. We bid you farewell today, and we beg you, your majesty, to allow us leave. Your grace will be appreciated forever. With your help, all has been settled, and the sun shines brightly again. Your good works for the people and nation are boundless. Nothing can ever return your grace. How can you leave us now and return to the mountains? How can I see you go without great sorrow?" King Wu said sadly, "We have bathed in your kindness and virtue for so long already, and we are used to simple living. We'd rather have springs and rocks in the mountains than honor and riches here. Besides, it would be difficult for us to go against our masters and the will of heaven. We beg for your mercy to allow us to return to our mountains." Li Jing and his colleagues replied in unison. King Wu was greatly saddened to know that the Taoist disciples had resolutely decided to leave him. He said, "At the onset of our expedition against King Zhou, many loyal ministers and righteous generals joined our efforts. How could I have known that so many would lose their lives for the nation? Only a few are left. I can't help but feel sentimental when I compare the present with the past. But you wish to leave me now instead of staying to enjoy happiness in this peaceful time. What shall I do? If I don't agree with you, it would certainly be against your will. But if I'm compelled to agree, what a sad day for me. As there seems to be no other way, won't you let us hold a farewell feast tomorrow in the southern suburb to wish you on your way? Li Jing and his 6 colleagues thanked the king for his grace and left the court. Jiang Ziya also felt sad to watch them go. The next day, a grand feast was prepared on the southern suburbs of the West Qi city. The civil and military ministers arrived first with Li Jing, Jingjia, Mujia, Nijia, Yangjian, Wei Hu, and Thunderbolt. Jiang Ziya went to the palace to accompany King Wu. Their long procession attracted great crowds along the way. Everyone wanted to see His Majesty's farewell party to the Taoists. In the southern suburb, the ministers and all the disciples went out to greet His Majesty King Wu. Li Jing and his party kowtowed to express their thanks and said, "How dare we expect that His Majesty trouble himself to come here to drink and dine with us? We will appreciate your kindness forever." King Wu grasped their hands and said, "As you must return to your mountains, you are not subject to our rule any longer. The relationship of a king and his ministers does not exist between us. You mustn't be too polite. Let us drink till we can forget the sorrow of our parting." Li Jing and the others kowtowed to thank King Wu. In a short while, it was reported that the feast was ready. King Wu ordered his orchestra to play, and everyone took their seats, with King Wu in the seat of honor. The king and his ministers toasted one another and drank together happily. The delicious spread, including dragon and phoenix, was enjoyed by all. After drinking for a long time, the Taoists tried to leave, but King Wu held them back and urged them to have more. After several more cups, Li and his party got up again to bid the king farewell. King Wu wept sadly when he realized that he could not detain them any longer. They all comforted King Wu, saying, "May your Majesty enjoy good health and live long so that we may meet again some day in the future." King Wu finally had to let Li Jing and the others leave, but Jiang Ziya was still reluctant to see them go. He escorted them a long way and finally saw them off in bitter tears. Not long thereafter, Li Jing, Jingjia, Mujia, Nijia, Yangjian, Wei Hu, and Thunderbolt all became immortals, free from the cycle of death and rebirth. When King Wu ascended his throne the next morning, both Jiang Ziya and Ji Dan moved forward and said, "We were delighted to see your Majesty kindly allow Li Jing and his colleagues return to their mountains yesterday. However, we beg you to act immediately to grant land and titles to those who have achieved great merit for the nation. I was so sad to see the 7 disciples return to their mountains yesterday, but now the Prime Minister and my brother may discuss how to divide land and grant titles as proposed. Please implement these measures as soon as possible." King Wu replied. Jiang Ziya and Ji Dan left the king and drafted a proposal to present to King Wu. The king ascended the throne the next day and asked his brother, Ji Dan, to read out the names of those to whom land and titles had been granted. The draft first bestowed upon Tai Wang, Wang Ji, and King Wen, King Wu's great-grandfather, grandfather, and father, the title of emperor. Next, 5 ranks duke, marquis, count, viscount, and baron were granted to those ministers who had served the country as well in the descendants of the past and present dynasties. Any petty state below the 5th rank was called a vassal. The most important states and their ministers were named as follows. State of Lu, surnamed Ji, Marquis, the 4th son of King Wen, named Ji Dan. He achieved great merit in his service to King Wen, King Wu, and King Cheng. He was later appointed Grand Premier and the head duke east of Shanxi by King Cheng. His eldest son, Bo Qing, was granted 700 square li in Qufu, and bestowed with precious jade, and a great bow to offer service to Zhou forever. State of Qi surnamed Jiang, Marquis. Bo Yi, grandson of Emperor Yan, achieved great merit in helping Emperor Yu deal with floods, and was surnamed Jiang by the emperor. Jiang Ziya, honored as Jiang Taigong, from Weishui River, helped King Wen and King Wu defeat King Zhou and restore peace to the nation. Also honored as Father Prime Minister, he was granted land at Yingqiu, and given the title of Marquis Qi. As the head of 5 marquises and 9 counts, His state was situated in Xinzhou, today's Shandong province. State of Yun, surnamed Ji, count, named Ji Jungshi. Having offered his service to King Wen and King Wu, in the struggle against King Zhou, he was honored as the Grand Protector of Zhou, with land granted at Shao, but remained to serve in the royal court and supervise the nobles west of Shenxi. His son was given the title Count of North Yun, today's Hebei province. State of Wei, surnamed Ji, count, named Bi Gongkao. He aided King Wen and King Wu in the struggle to restore peace to the country. He was granted the state of Wei in today's Gaomi County, Kaifeng Prefecture, Henan Province. State of Guan, surnamed Ji, Marquis, brother of King Wu, named Ji Shuxian. He was appointed to supervise Wukong, with land granted at Guan, today's Xinjiang County, Henan Province. State of Tai, surnamed Ji, Marquis, brother of King Wu, named Ji Shudu. He was appointed to supervise Wukong, with land granted at Tai, today's Shengcai County, Henan Province. State of Tao, surnamed Ji, count, brother of King Wu, named Ji Shuzhenduo. Granted the state of Tao, today's Dingtao County. State of Cheng, surnamed Ji, count, brother of King Wu, named Ji Shuwu. He was granted the state of Cheng, today's Yenzhou, Shandong Province.